People, you know who it is. It's Chef Dunna in the house. We are the Fantasy Shot Callers live, baby. We are live to you Wednesday, October 4th. With my main man, JT, the Dynasty Don. How we doing? How we feeling? How we living today on this beautiful Wednesday?
It's hot.
It is hot.
It's like 80 degrees out here. It's
and humid.
Not liking it. It's not that humid, but it's just like I'm ready for fall weather, not sweating weather.
Sweating weather.
Also, probably didn't help that I had like a lamb gyro, like bathed in red sauce, so that probably didn't help either. So
hell, fucking yeah. And speaking of hot, the first topic we're talking about today on Fantasy Shot Callers Live is, the guy that's been producing for years and was deemed injury prone. He blasts off once again. My man's CMC went off this week. In that he's never been in a better offense, never been in a better situation. He's healthy. He looks good. And we could see him throw for 2 touchdowns next week.
Well, he's going to play Dallas. We saw Arizona be able to run the ball effectively against Dallas. So it's going to be interesting. His touchdown streak's on the line. Did you see that? There was this one meme going around where if you bet $100 and rolled over the earnings each week, since CMC's become a Niner, if you bet on him to score a touchdown each week, rolled over what you won, you'd have like $700K or something right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He scored a touchdown in every game he's been in as a Niner. So, we'll see. And, a lot of people were like, Debo does some of the same things. Clearly, we see that the Niners think CMC is the better player, and there's no concerns there. He's 30, 35 points ahead of the nearest running back in the rankings. He absolutely exploded. And I had one of the few lineups that had started him and lost.
Dude, I fucking hate that shit. Bro, 2 weeks ago in Dynasty League that I was just struggling in with Derek Carr and Daniel Jones, it was the big week with Keenan Allen and Devontae Adams going for over 30 points, even in half PPR, and I still lost. It's just like, how do I reach these kids?
Yeah.
What's up, Albert? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Freyo, how we doing? How we feeling? How we living? That CMC TD streak is only alive because I haven't bet it. I'll bet it this week just to kill it. Hell yeah.
Attaboy. Shout out Freyo. He's in Gen Chat Lab.
Awesome.
Big shouts.
What's up, Lane Mart Edits? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Should I pick up Zach Moss off waivers and hope JT gets traded?
I don't think they're going to trade him.
I don't think so either.
Short of getting an overpay of epic proportions, I don't think they're going to. I think they're perfectly content to play hardball and say we're the best situation for you, which, to be honest, they kind of are. You know what I mean?
The way Anthony Richardson is playing, that defense hasn't been playing too well, but they've lost key pieces. I just don't see a path for Zach Moss in redraft.
If it depends on who you're giving up. If you could give up like nothing for him, like if you have an extra QB or something. Shout out AJ. AJ's here in the chat.
All right. Well, so obviously no one is panicking on CMC. Is JT just allowed to sit out? What if that happens? He could technically do whatever he wants.
I don't know what the rules are. You think back to like Le'Veon Bell, where you have to sit to a certain point. I don't know. It's just a toxic situation at the moment. But for all the reasons that we kind of like Indy's offense with Shane Steichen at the helm, how could we not like Taylor in that offense? It's just a matter of what really happened between him and Irsay. Who knows? based on like just kind of like the Q score of both of those guys, something tells me this is like Irsay's fault, trying to just play hardball with Jonathan Taylor, because by all accounts, everybody loves Jonathan Taylor, and he's a wonderful human. So, not saying Irsay's not, but based off of his media comments, it does kind of seem like, owner playing hardball, like, you play for my team, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't know, man. We'll see.
You're my toy, mine,
Basically.
no one else's.
Yeah, basically.
When. So let's jump into a little panic chamber. I think we should probably start off with the Cincinnati Bengals offense. Everyone's freaking out that Joe Burrow's not healthy. Jamar Chase has been ramping it up a little bit the past 2 weeks. T. Higgins is hurt once again, nowhere to be found. He'll probably play this week, though. Joe Mixon is low-end RB2 at best right now. There's no tight end there. So, like, what do we do? What do we do? What do I think we do? Is we wait. We wait. This is literally every year they do this. Every year they do this. Every single year. They don't do shit for the first 4 weeks, and then they blow up and win 10 out of 12. And I think they're going to do that again. There's Joe Burrow's injury is a little different this year, and it's been lingering since camp, so that could be an issue. But I just don't see it, and I think they're just like they're slow to get out of the gate, and teams can do that and be consistent like that.
Look, in Dynasty, I think you have no choice but to hold. It's not a sellable moment. But in redraft, I mean, you might be past that point of where you can sell them. I'm not really sure what you could get for Chase at this point. Like, if I could get Keenan Allen straight up in redraft, I probably would do that. I would even consider maybe a Devontae Adams straight up. But, now with no T. Higgins, well, potentially no T. Higgins, he hasn't been ruled out. Do we see him get some like crazy target share? Does he get 15 targets? You could point to the injury, but also just schematically, there's some major issues there. Just their offensive line still does not get better. It doesn't matter who they add or however they go about it. They do not get better. And I think there's a legitimate concern here that Burrow is not going to be right until midseason, and then it's too late. Especially from like a fantasy standpoint in redraft, there's no way that you can confidently roll Burrow out there anymore. Tennessee game aside, Tennessee typically plays them pretty tough. So if you're looking to play them, you got to avoid teams that can competently rush off the edge. Who does Cincinnati have this week?
Cincinnati. Is it Arizona?
They have Arizona.
Yeah.
This is it. I mean, yeah, I'm starting Burrow against Arizona. It's in Arizona. Arizona only has one edge rusher that I could think of off the top of my head, and it's Chris Gardeck. And I don't know. I didn't know about him until this year because he fucking ruined something I had going with the Cowboys. So fuck that guy. But overall, this is a matchup that you would expect Cincinnati to roll in. So this is the litmus test. I mean, also I would say this is probably the only time you could sell them, and I would lean more towards trying to sell them. Like, hey, do you really think the Bengals aren't going to score on the Cardinals? Do you really think that? Like, they played the Titans. So, but that being said, AJ kind of beat me to it in the comments. We were already saying Higgins is not worth his ADP. So we completely avoided that. And I can say this confidently. I'm not just some guy in a microphone saying, oh yeah, no, in practice. And you've been in the leagues. I didn't take Chase at the 1-2. I didn't think he was that guy. I mean, I was trumpeting Bijan there.
Yeah.
So, these are just things like, guys. All right. Probably in a Honda Civic, just trying to let the world know what song he likes.
With 3 different spoilers on with 6 different colors.
Yeah. With like just like 3 different like fucking giant fucking speakers.
Yeah.
Those drive me nuts. Frio had something on.
Yeah, no, I was going to
JT.
get to that. If he doesn't get reactivated by week 6 off the pup, his contract doesn't toll. If he sits, I think he has to show up by week 8 or his contract does toll. Yeah, I mean, yeah, his eligibility comes back this week, obviously. But you know, I mean, I don't see him sitting. What that doesn't do anything to his trade value if he sits.
I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play. You know, we saw the report come out today that he still doesn't like the Colts or still doesn't want to play for the Colts. That kind of feels like a media piece that you throw out there where you're going to have to play anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and I mean, there was no quote or anything. It was just someone came out and said that, yeah. So you know, take it as far as you can with that. We're trading Derrick Henry for Chase and turning Chase into a couple guys. I
don't think I could do that. Why can't you turn Henry into a couple guys?
Yeah, especially after last week.
That feels a little rough. Why can't you do the inverse? Why can't you just turn Henry into a few guys?
I mean, unless you need a few guys, I would be keeping Henry. This schedule is too good. Going.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the South. Yeah. I wouldn't. If you wanted to parcel into other players, like to make it multiples, I would just trade Henry. Chase. See, like that's too tough. Yeah, that's too tough for me right now. I don't want to trade a jewel asset for a distressed asset. That's just not what I'm looking to do.
Yeah. And you were talking to 2 non-distressed assets, so smash that like and smash that subscribe. It goes a lot further than you think, and it helps us help you. What's up, George Player 1? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Start Goddard or Jake Ferguson, non-PPR?
Dallas has San Fran. Goddard has the Rams, so I'm going Goddard.
Same.
Fairly confidently there.
Yeah. Fair says it's not in his interest to sit really unless he is just willing to Andrew Luck this shit. Well,
yeah.
And George Play, he's 4-0 and has CMC, James Cook, and Kenneth Walker as my RB. Should I trade Walker for a better running back?
Well, who's a better running back than Kenneth Walker right now? Like, I don't see how that. I mean, sure, if you can get a better, but it'd be really hard pressed to get Kenneth Walker for a better rate. Isn't he like RB5 or RB6 right now?
Yeah, he's RB5, I think.
I really like his role in that offense. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know who would you consider as an upgrade would be my question.
Yeah, and don't say Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I would 100% not go there. I mean, unless you're trading Kenneth Walker straight up for Bijan, I don't know how.
Bijan's the only one. I think.
I don't know how you get better there.
Yeah, James Cook you could look at trading away, but I mean, he's still on a good offense in his second year.
That's someone that I'd be looking to trade for sure. I'd be looking to cash in on Cook if I could.
Think Jay Williams will eventually become wide receiver 2 on Lions, or will he stay wide receiver 4? I mean, potentially, you know, Amon-Ra's questionable. He could be the wide receiver 1 this week.
Yeah, he's a DMP this week. I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, look, Campbell is on him in training camp. He said he's light years ahead. Oh, excuse me. But just his profile so far hasn't really, I don't know if it's exactly dynasty friendly. Like we saw kind of other people in that Alabama offense be in his role. He kind of felt a little closer to a Henry Ruggs than he did a DeVonta Smith. So yeah, I don't know. I he's more of a best ball guy for me than someone I feel confident starting in my lineup. Speculative ad. I wouldn't trust him in my lineup just yet.
Yeah. Maybe for a Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, I mean,
he's not an upgrade.
James Cook, yes. Not
No.
Kenneth Walker though.
I wouldn't take that risk.
What, K-Dub or James Cook?
Definitely not Kenneth Walker. Even if you told me Jonathan Taylor's going to play tomorrow, I would still go Kenneth Walker over him. And as far as James Cook, look, if you have enough depth to make that play, go for it. But that's a tough sell where it's like you just don't know if Taylor's going to play.
Mm-hmm. And AJ says JMO will break your heart. Yeah, and probably your bank with him losing on all of his bets.
Looks like it so far.
And if Amon-Ra is out, is Jay Williams worth starting?
Not unless I absolutely fucking had to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I could make that play confidently.
Mm-hmm.
Lions have Carolina this week. I think they could run the ball effectively against Carolina and win. So, no.
We panicking on anyone else? Trevor Lawrence, maybe?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm particularly panicked on those guys right now.
Do you guys in the comments have anyone that you're panicking on? Throw them in the chat and we can discuss that too.
Let me see who I'm. What do we got here? Jordan Love. Jordan Love right now is QB4. Fairly confident he's not going to finish there. Probably selling high on Baker while I can. I don't know. This could be in the box kind of segment.
Yeah, this is the box.
This could be in the box. I'm not really panicked. I'm not panicked on too many guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early. It's really kind of like too early to be panicked on anyone.
Except this guy, AJ Dillon.
he was a fade for me. So
yeah.
Oh, Kyle Pitts. I mean, I threw it in Gen Chat a little bit. I was just like, when do we finally just say he's a bust? You know,
when Tyler Heineke can't get him the ball.
Taylor Heineke
can't get him the ball.
Fair, because your boy Ritter sucks ass. That's another person where I very confidently that guy sucks. Pittsburgh in general, Pittsburgh's offense, I'm probably panicked on them until they fire Canada. I mean, that guy's just. Did you see the burner account that they uncovered?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
They found his burner account.
Matt Canada's?
Yeah, they found his burner account, and like he's like basically throwing Tomlin under the bus.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll just have a segment called Fire Canada. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Breaking news or just an update. Aaron Rodgers is rehabbing with J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, that was on McAfee.
Yeah, well, you know.
The fuck do I whatever. I would rather Rodgers stay away from him. He might get the injury-prone ickness from fucking J.K. Dobbins.
Calvin Ridley. Why aren't we panicking on Calvin Ridley?
You know, I mean, I think ebbs and flows are to be expected there. I think Atlanta probably made a concerted effort to take away the number one option, and you saw them funneling targets to Kirk. I'm not panicked about a week in where he saw AJ Terrell. So
yeah, I think the wow. I think the Jaguars go undefeated in London. I think they beat the Bills this week.
No, I think they're probably going to get trounced.
They're going to beat the Bills this week.
That is fucking wild, son. No, they are not. I can tell you that right now. That ain't happening.
Khalil Herbert just got dropped to waivers. Do I pick him up? I mean, if you need RB help.
I think he's usable this week. Sure. I mean, it just depends on what you're dropping. Like, if you're dropping a nothing position, if you're dropping a nobody, sure. Like, if you have like KJ Osborne or Alan Lazard, yeah, why not? I think Herbert's usable this week.
Yeah. What's up, Luke? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? How much value should I put into trading for Brian Robinson? I need to improve my RBs.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think Robinson's probably the number one guy there in Washington. At least it's proven that over the first 4 weeks. Got a really, really good matchup here against Chicago.
Really
They should be able to run the ball effectively there. I see him as like a 225, 250 carry guy. I don't know. I'd probably flip a wide receiver 2 into him. Depends. I mean, who are you looking to trade? Who's on your roster? That's probably helps us. I mean, he's a low end RB2 who is he's a touchdown dependent RB2 who you're banking on volume from. So, I mean, more settings, need more info to give you a better answer on that, but
let's see. Jared wants to bet me $10 Bills win. I'll take that bet.
That's a bad move by you.
That's fine. You guys can cry on your when you don't lose anything.
Well, how about you guys? You betting me $10?
No.
No, okay, that's what I thought.
Don't bet me $10. What I said? Huh? Mr. Cranky?
Huh?
Are we panicking on Jalen Waddle? No, I'm buying him everywhere I can.
No, I think he's just dealing with an injury, and I still would want nearly any piece of the Miami offense at the moment.
Should I drop Dylan or Kenneth Gainwell for Herbert? Dylan.
Damn.
Bro, come on. It's just Dylan across the board. He should not be rostered on any fantasy rosters.
I don't know if I feel that strongly about it. I'd probably drop Gainwell before I drop Dylan.
Wow.
Yeah, Swift. It's just where the market is. Dylan probably has a big week this week. They got the Raiders. He could fall into the end zone.
Yeah, he could definitely roll on into that.
Especially if they have Elgin Jenkins back, he should be fine.
Let's talk about some Monday Night Football, or not Monday, Sunday Night Football, and Jets fantasy value going forward. Breece Hall Robert Saleh came out today and said Breece Hall is no longer on a snap count, and that they are looking to get Dalvin Cook more integrated in because he's finally getting his sea legs under him. I think Breece Hall finally starts to produce as a low end RB1.
I mean, the issue isn't so much the snap carry, the amount of carries. It's how many 8 and 9 man boxes is he going to see? Are we going to see the Zach Wilson that we saw against the Chiefs moving forward? Cook has looked just terrible. He's looked absolute. He has not looked good.
I think it's like 2.7 yards a carry.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. He looks like he has no burst, and the line isn't doing him any favors. Look, it's more contingent in my eyes on what Zach Wilson are we going to get? Are we going to get Zach Wilson with Taylor Swift in the house, or Donna Kelsey? I don't know. That's the bigger issue. So as far as the Jets, I mean, look, he was able to force feed Garrett. I think that's what we're going to see moving forward. He's just going to force feed Garrett Wilson, and I don't know how many yards he'll get a game. I don't know if it's going to be 9 for 60 every time, but at least you don't have to worry about benching him moving forward. So
I mean, they're playing the Broncos.
I'm starting. Starting Jets guys.
Garrett Wilson. Everyone's talking about the second coming of Devontae Adams, and we all know who torched Pat Surtain last year.
Well, everybody's torching that secondary now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not
That's
good.
Really fucking bad.
Good job, Sean Payton.
Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, it has to be a sabotage by Vance Joseph. Dude, Justin Fields had his best throwing day ever against this defense. So that's kind of crazy.
That's
when
funny.
Justin Fields almost threw for 400 yards.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Justin
wild.
Fields.
Need a RB
So
and a
Chris,
flex.
how we doing? How we feeling? How we living? I think he wants us to pick 2.
Jones and Achan. Ridley's got the Bills. I know they lost Tre'Davious White, but it's clear Ridley's getting number 1 receiver treatment again. I think I'd rather play the Aaron Jones versus Vegas card and Achan. Yeah, I'd rather roll that. I mean, Achan's the automatic out of those 3. They're playing the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard not to start anyone against the Giants. It would have to be like I'm rolling Ridley for sure.
Interesting.
And I would probably go Aaron Jones, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know how you're benching Achan right now. There's no way.
Sometimes you just, old dogs take a little longer to learn new tricks.
Jesus Christ.
What? Cheese and rice?
Oh man.
2 of Fields' TDs were egregious coverage busts.
Yeah, that's the Broncos this year, man. They're really fucking bad.
Is Daniel Jones a drop in Superflex redraft?
Wow. No. And my reasoning is that he's missing so much of his O-line. I think that the O-line will be significantly better when they get Andrew Thomas back. They'll get Saquon back soon.
Who's that?
And
a guy on the offense?
And like on the positive side of the whole thing, where it's like, he did run for 60 yards, 200 passing yards, 60 rushing yards. That's about what you expect. That's what you want from, not expect 60 rushing yards is a lot. I have to assume that this is closer to a low. And given, probably wherever Daniel Jones was drafted in Superflex redraft, I'm not there yet. 2 of the 4 weeks are against, 2 of the best defenses in the league. They had the Cowboys, then the Niners, and they had the Niners on a short week. So I'm not I think Jones will be better moving forward, but it's certainly not what you want.
I mean, also the young secondary of the Seahawks, maybe that was their coming out party.
Well, I do think that, we hadn't seen what Witherspoon definitely popped. I mean, that guy, we saw why he was the number 6 pick.
Yeah.
And, it's that one play that really was the big, like, oh shit. If you take that play away, that game turns into something completely different. It might be 14-10 Giants. And then, they might get a drive. You don't know. But
even 14-6 becomes a 1 possession game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks as bad as it possibly can, but I'm not there yet. I think Jones is still fantasy usable.
And I honestly also think Brian Daboll's a better coach than that. I don't see them just withering away.
Yeah. I've been effusive in my praise for Daboll, but I'm going to be honest, just from a play call standpoint, it looks like the league has made significant adjustments against his offense. And I really think that, it's kind of like what we're seeing, how offenses all got away from having like number 1 guys, like trading them away. Like we saw the Chiefs do it. We saw a few teams kind of get away from it. It seems like that's coming to catch up with people now. And I think the Giants made a mistake in I think he made a mistake in not getting a better option than just Darren Waller. I never saw Darren Waller as, the guy that can be the focal point of a functional offense. So
or receiving core.
They desperately need someone, but it all starts with the blocking up front. That's why it's like you have Jalen Hyatt, who I think looks good, man. I think, Jalen Hyatt looks pretty good.
He just needs a little
But-
time to get down the field.
Exactly. He's a guy that needs time to get down the field. So it's like it's hard to like coincide those two together. I liked what I saw of Wandale as well.
Me too.
I thought Wandale showed out pretty well in that game. Granted, he might be on a snap count himself.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
So I just, I think Seattle. I think it's a lot of things that kind of came into play in that game. I think Seattle knew that they had the bye week after this, so they were able to kind of go hard. They had the cross-country travel on them. They got an extra day of rest to make the cross-country travel. It was early in the year. And I think, Pete Carroll and their defensive coordinator saw that they were missing, 2 or 3 offensive linemen, and they're like, fuck it, we're just going to bring the house. I mean, they had some of those guys just it's not Daniel Jones. While he looks bad, I think it's more a function of he has no O-line.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Andrew Thomas is a vital part of that O-line.
They paid him $120 million for a reason.
Yeah. Jared is doing his dramatic acting right now and saying Brian Dable almost smacked the shit out of DJ with the tablet. It did close.
It looked like he wanted to.
I mean, yeah, but literally Brian Dable just like kind of went like that.
All right.
It was running free all game. Yeah, I mean, he can run free all he wants, 40 yards down the field, but
no, I thought so. Like the one thing that I kind of was a little impressed, he ran a pretty good out route. It didn't look like he had a limit. It didn't look like he had a limited route tree by any stretch of the imagination. I thought
when they were trying to get that first down.
He looked more than a one-trick pony from what I saw. I'm not going to. I was about to say I have to do a deeper dive on it. I'm not rewatching that game. Like, fuck that. I'm not rewatching it.
Bro.
If I could find something where I can only watch Hyatt's routes, then maybe I'll do that. But let me not lie to people. I ain't fucking rewatching that fucking game.
That game actually is in the new Saw movie, and they have to watch it over and over and over and over.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Look, guys have bad games, man, and I think Jones is a little broken at the moment. He has to trust that O-line again. So,
are you playing?
Am I playing
against Miami?
Wow. Another heavy blitzer with strong edge play there with Jalen Phillips. Wow. I think Daniel Jones finishes within the top 16.
Really?
Yes.
If Saquon's back.
With or without Saquon. I'm more interested to know I'm more interested to see if Andrew Thomas is back.
Okay.
There's a lot of bad
today.
There's a lot of bad matchups for QBs this week. Like Dak and Purdy are about to just get bloodbathed.
Like half the time we say that kind of shit, and then like it's like a high scoring game.
No. Where's AJ? Me and AJ called this last year in the playoffs. We were like, this is gonna be an ugly fucking game. Their defenses are just gonna fucking smash each other. So you can eliminate those two guys out of there. I don't know. I just don't. I think
Daniel Jones.
Huh?
Dak or Daniel Jones.
Dak or I would start Danny Dimes this week.
Fuck. Okay.
Did you see what San Francisco did to Dak last year? Wasn't good. It's going to be an ugly game. It's going to be a field goal fest.
So go pick up Jake Moody.
Basically.
Brees and D-Hop for JT.
No.
How we doing? No.
Absolutely. Are you getting Brees and D-Hop?
Yeah.
If you're getting Brees and D-Hop, yeah, I have Brees straight up over Jonathan Taylor.
I traded. I got Brees and Algier for JT today.
Proud of you. Did you immediately break out the hand lotion?
No, I don't do that anymore.
Give me that lotion.
No, I just don't do that action anymore.
Give me that.
Vanilla Vic.
That's what I wanted to put on the show for this week. I forgot to say we need to give me that.
AT will not be back. He wasn't practicing.
I'm joking. That sucks. I don't know if I'm starting Jones.
Mark Andrews for Waddle and Watson. Goddard got dropped.
Wait, huh?
I would go pick back up Goddard, but if
Did you
you're
drop Goddard? I don't know. I'm trading Mark Andrews and I get Jalen Waddle and Christian Watson.
I'm making the trade.
100%.
Slobber knocker. Although no Diggs for Dallas.
Yeah, I think
Diggs is just a highlight reel.
I think they made the adjustment. No, I think Diggs is a usable player. I think, it sucks that he tore his ACL, but I think the corners that they probably put in there probably stay a little more disciplined. I think Diggs definitely was a risk taker for turnovers, but you need those in your defenses. You want that, especially with what he has surrounding him. I think they definitely made the adjustment. I think it just happened, and it just put a malaise over the team. As we saw, they got beat by Arizona, which I'm still angry over.
Can't believe that happened.
Fucking pieces of shit.
All right, let's see. What is next?
Frio said you're a month early.
A month early?
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
For what?
For
what? I don't understand.
Josh Dobbs, that's Jared's rallying call. Josh Dobbs, super flex savior.
Oh my gosh, he was last week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it bodes well for any Kyler holders because it's really I don't think it takes rocket science to kind of look at what they're doing with Dobbs and just kind of apply it to Kyler's skill sets. Why wouldn't it work?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Dobbs has been a revelation there.
Yeah. Jared starting him, and
I've seen a few places have him as a top 10 option this week. I don't know if I would go that far, but
let's talk about a little Thursday night preview getting into week 5. I can't believe it's already week 5 already. And we've got the Commanders versus the Bears. We are kicking off week 5 with the toilet bowl. So, get your toilet ready.
That's disrespectful.
Chips.
That's disrespectful to Washington. I don't think Washington's a toilet bowl team. The Bears, I mean, fuck, I can't believe they blew that. I mean, I do, but I can't. Yeah, they are. All of my headphones are either Bluetooth, which starts to fuck up my computer for whatever reason, or they have the Apple attachment. So this is what I'm working with.
Are they loose or do they have the band in the back?
Band? What band?
Or the
No, they don't have that. They don't have that.
Remember those?
Yeah, no, it's not those. I'm getting roasted.
He's got to walk off cam. Walkman off cam.
Yeah.
All right. So Thursday night, we've got
big Guardians of the Galaxy fan.
And if you're in need of running back off the waiver wire and really, really bad, I'm saying really bad, you had a bunch of people that got injured, and this guy's there, go take a shot. Go take a shot on the guy that everyone has been hyping up for years and never lives up to his potential, Antonio Gibson. Just take a shot.
Don't listen to him. No.
Just take it.
I thought you were going to say Jahan Dotson until you said people have been.
No, I said did you hear any of what I prefaced it with?
No, I drowned half of it out. I got the ear clips in the way.
Yeah, I'm sure of your fucking take the wax out of your ears.
Sorry, residual wax from the Walkman. Yeah, Gibson's garbage. I'm not co-signing that one. Sorry, I'm with Jared.
That's cool. Are you guys gonna elope?
I think this is a big Curtis Samuel week, though. I think Curtis Samuel probably goes bonkers.
JL Khan thought they had the band in the back.
Yeah, no, they do not. Look, me.
What do we think about Logan Thomas after his game last week?
I think he's probably going to get hurt this week.
That sounds about par for the course.
I do like Frio's comment. I do think Washington's going to put up a lot of points on Washington. I mean, Washington's going to put a lot of points on Chicago. They were able to move the ball at times at will against Philly's defense, which I know isn't the same defense from last year, but Chicago's defense is just really fucking bad right now. And, we could say, oh, they lost their DC or whatever, but Eberflus is a defensive guy. It shouldn't be this bad. Their decision to pass on Jalen Carter looks even worse now. I really, really, really think, this is a big Washington spot. If you have Washington guys, you probably want to start them, except Antonio Gibson. Sam Howell, top 12 finish this week.
Curtis Samuel or Josh Downs?
Samuel.
Curtis Samuel or Michael Wilson?
Ooh. Pass.
Can't do that.
Pass.
Talking all that shit.
Samuel.
Would you drop Josh Downs for Curtis Samuel?
Yes.
Cool. I'm glad we had this talk.
You motherfucker. I thought there was would you?
I mean, I just did, so yes, I would.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Did you do this in a league I'm in?
No, but I'm about to.
You sack of fucking shit. I'm going to get to him first.
Oh, no. Fucking Jared already has him, that big bitch. That's right. I did see that earlier.
10-man PPR, someone offered. What? No. No.
No, I keep Connor and Waddle.
Ew. No. No.
Don't fix it.
No. I don't. No, you're good. Why?
Freyo's saying Samuel got a quad thing like what knocked him out for pretty much a whole season last time.
Yeah, that's kind of like an every other year kind of thing. So I think we're on a odd year this year. I think he'll be fine. It's not an even year. In even years, he has quad issues. On odd years, he doesn't.
Who? Kurt McGirt?
Yeah, Curtis Samuel from the BX's own, from the boogie down. Curtis Samuel. I would fucking hate to have to cover him in high school. That would absolutely just suck.
The Russ every other year curse. I mean, dude, yeah.
I don't know. He's doing okay this year, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into this stuff and about some things and about some.
Put the gun down.
I saw you in the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's
gun.
in the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
What's in the box is a segment where we talk about players we're selling the bag for. We're selling the bag for players, and we're taking the bag and we're using it because we're selling these players. And I think the first one for redraft, especially, is Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you could get for him, but definitely JT's at the top of the list. If we're going to stick to running backs, I'm probably looking to sell Mostert. That injury's coming sometime. Just don't know when. I think Connor's probably another guy, and maybe Joe Mixon.
I mean, what could you really get for Joe Mixon right now? I mean, I don't.
Someone looking at name brand, they might buy him. Are we selling Kyron? I kind of like what I've seen from him. He catches passes. But I wouldn't be mad if it depends on what the bag is there. I wouldn't be upset at taking what's in the box. I mean, what's the likelihood he finishes as RB3 at the end of the year? Probably slim to none, but I could see like an RB 12 to 15 finish for him, provided he stays healthy. He has a quarterback who's going to dump it off. Stafford's not exactly he's not a mobile type. So I do like Kyron better than most. And I don't think I have any shares of him, which I kind of regret, but I wouldn't be mad at it. Just depends on are you getting an RB1 package for him? Yeah, then I'm taking that. But if you're looking at if someone's trying to buy him saying like, oh, he's not going to produce like that the rest of the year, I'd rather roll the dice.
Is Jimmy G a good investment in Superflex?
Depends on how much it costs to get him. So, oh my God, fucking JL with the epic comment. I'm proud of it. That's hilarious. I think, look, it's just a product of that. I think that they're always going to be chasing points. They're always going to be throwing the ball. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you have to give up. Like, can I trade Kenny Pickett for him? Yeah, I'd take Jimmy G. I'd probably even trade Zach Wilson for him. Depends on what I have to give up. If I could get him for basically nothing, yes, why wouldn't I? I think I had him as an underrated guy coming into the season. I thought, is he a sexy QB1? No, but he's a serviceable guy, and he has Devontae Adams to throw to.
Are we selling the bag on Anthony Richardson in redraft?
No. Can't. I'm selling Jordan Love, though. Jordan Love's my biggest quarterback sell. I think he's right now QB4, and I haven't seen anything that leads me to believe that that's sustainable. He's a big red, like, please. He has neon lights above him saying sell. Shockingly, maybe Brock Purdy might be a sell for me. I think it's going to drop down after this week. I think Dallas is going to give them some problems. Yeah, JL kind of beat me to it with are we selling Russ? And for the same reasons that I said buying Jimmy G, I don't think I'm selling Russ, man. They're always going to be chasing points. So I think they're going to continue to chase points throughout the season. So he's more of a hold to a buy for me. That defense is absolutely atrocious. They got blown out by 50, and Russ still had a good week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got blown out by 50. He still had a good week. So
what's up, Ray? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Trade Montgomery, Damian Pierce, Christian Kirk, and Dobbs for Jones and Keenan Allen?
No.
That's
a lot.
That's
a... Actually, I mean, how many start is the question? How many start? I mean, that feels like a dangerous buy high there on Keenan. I don't really care about Damian Pierce. I don't really care about Christian Kirk, and I don't care about Romeo Dobbs, but I like DeMont a lot. I see it. But I guess it depends. It depends on how many people start. That would lead to the answer. JL said Smith and Jigba or Jimmy G. Probably Smith and Jigba.
In Superflex?
In any flex.
What about only flex? Like,
what?
There's no other positions, just flex.
I'm gonna let you sit with that one.
I am sitting with it. You didn't answer.
Yeah, no, I'm still rolling Smith and Jigba. I'm banking on the potential It looked like they're making a concerted effort to, integrate him in the offense. So
I'm saying one QB in a retarded way. I was not saying that. I could have just said
You
one
said-
QB.
you said the R word.
Hello.
Hey. Okay, so lineup would be Jalen Hurt. Oh, it's standard. Oh my God, people still playing standard leagues?
Bro, I'm in a standard league too, and I suck.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan. Okay, so it's like start 7. I don't care about kicker or defense. So I understand why he's making that move. You're consolidating a lot there. I mean, he's really only starting 5 fucking positions. So, all right, 1 second. I gotta kill something.
Okay.
Yes, I would make that trade.
Oh, all right. Let's see. So, I mean, Keenan Allen is the PPR king. I like Olave and Metcalf as long as they can get into the end zone a little more. But yeah, I mean, Aaron Jones and Keenan, yeah. I'd agree. The upside for standard is there for sure. Let's see. If you haven't already, please smash that like, smash that subscribe as JT is smashing something in his room. Aaron Jones was on a snap count last week. Yeah, most likely. I have a 15-year standard league. Pretty sure Dallas defense is like a top 10 scorer overall. I'm sure of it. And anyone playing the New York Giants. Let's see. All right, so I think maybe we'll play a little video and get into our funny segment of the night.
Oh God, I'm gonna have diarrhea again. It's okay. Mom, bathroom, bathroom, bathroom.
Oh, that's a big boy, isn't he?
This is a segment where we talk about trades that aren't very good, and we tell you to eat shit and die. So first and foremost, I will start this off with a trade that I actually got very early in the morning today, and it was a bad one that I have not seen this bag of this magnitude in a little while. Coming off a very poor performance, Daniel Jones, KJ Osborne, George Kittle for Puka and Bijan. Come on down.
That's so bad. That's so bad, man. I think that makes it to the new super category. Something past eat shit and die.
And oh, Jared knows who this is.
Yeah, yes you do, Jared. Yes, you do.
Maybe he's just trolling me. Maybe. I fucking hope so.
That's so bad.
Jared, do you know if he's trolling me? Or like this was intentional? I need to know. I need to know.
I have a hard time believing that it's intentional. I mean, trolling.
My team is QB Hurts, Chase, Hollywood Watson, Kamara, Barkley, Pitts, benches Brees Hall, Myers, Pacheco, Moss, Keenan, and Love. Everyone in my league is giving me trash trades.
Frio's trying to say my Dak offer that I offered to him a couple hours ago. I don't think that qualifies for eat shit and die, but maybe a crack kills, but
yeah. Well, post it in the chat. What are some of the trash trades that we can make fun of? Jared knows everyone's roster in that league. He's probably trolling you. JT's Dak offer. We already discussed that. Have you got?
No, we didn't discuss it. I
No?
offered Frio. I'm 8-0 in that league. He's 1-7. I offered Dak for Puka, Stafford, and Amari Cooper.
Like he would get Dak?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's Eat Shouldn't Die.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
PPR trade away Aaron Jones and Hollywood for Derrick Henry and Kirk. Yes.
Yeah. No. Definitely want to take the shot on Derrick Henry there. And Hollywood and Kirk probably finish within, maybe Hollywood finishes ahead of him just because he has a higher target share, but I don't think it's going to be we're talking about 2 to 3 points a game max.
Yeah. What's up, itty bitty? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Got offered
No.
Eckler and Sutton for Achan and Devonta Smith.
Blech.
Yeah,
Blech.
that was bad.
Blech.
Let's see. Superflex Dynasty, I was offered CMC to send away Lamb, Rashad White, Christian Kirk in a 2025 first.
Yeah, that's bad. That qualifies. That qualifies, dealer.
DK for Barkley.
I'm assuming you get Barkley. So, yeah, no thanks.
What is Puka's value in Dynasty?
Probably somewhere
that
around.
was supposed to be our crystal ball. How'd you know that, Jared?
Probably somewhere between like wide receiver 18 to 24. Just probably like hard to gauge right now without seeing what the offense looks like with Cooper Kupp.
He's a lot bigger than I thought.
Puka?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he looks good, but let's see what it looks like with Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I agree. 1 to 310 PPR. Should I trade Mondre and AJ Brown for Eckler and Hall with Hall off snap count? My RBs are Jacobs, White, Ford, Mondre. Wide receivers are AJ, Chase, T, Garrett Wilson, Watson. Well, you should try and trade one of the Bengals wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, I would try Chase there instead of AJ Brown. Yeah. I mean, before the season, we might have said like, Jamar Chase and T Higgins, that's fine to draft both of them. But with how the Bengals season has gone, it's definitely absolutely not. Definitely I would try to Chase, not AJ Brown. And I have AJ Brown ranked significantly over Jamar Chase at the moment.
And he has Godwin, I guess, as well.
Nico Collins for Jamar Chase. That's pretty fun. That's pretty funny.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's one of those. It's one of those where like if you take away the names and you just look at the numbers. But yeah, no, there's just no way. I'm dying. I'd rather lose with Chase. I'd rather lose.
I'd rather go down with the ship.
I'd rather fucking lose.
Kamara for Goddard.
Yeah, Goddard's been a disappointment. Holy shit, I dropped that. He's been a disappointment.
Make the Aaron Jones and Henry trade, even though my receivers are AJ, Amon-Ra, Cooper, and my only RBs are Connor and Herbert.
I don't remember who the others were. It was someone it was Hollywood and Kirk. So it's Jones and Hollywood for Henry and Kirk. Yeah. I'd probably make that move.
Yeah. Do it.
Damn.
That's all the stuff been asked from me. I got Barkley, Kamara, and Chase. Yeah.
Oof. That's a tough one. Tough start to the year, but hang
tough. Now, he's got a trade. They give him Dalvin Cook and Tyler. Oh, probably Algier.
I'm guessing
Pacheco.
Yeah, no. Pacheco's.
Hey. Oh, by the way, this guy had a really, 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 really good week. How about I just underball the shit out of you?
Yeah, crazy.
Would you
Dalvin
like that?
Cook? Dalvin Cook has negative trade value because he's
That's so
taking up a
bad.
roster spot.
Is is Tank Dell legit?
Dank Tell is not. Tank Dell is.
Yeah, I like Tank Dell.
I like Tank Dell. I like who's throwing him the ball.
Me too. Or try to
Stroud
trade
is-
Barkley, Montgomery, and Watson for Eckler, Waddle, Cooper, and Sanders.
Huh?
I get to keep Pierce as RB2, but I like Eckler better rest of the season, and Waddle is an easy buy low of my other trade.
I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I'll have to scroll up. The fuck is that dog? Tell that dog shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Trade Montgomery.
it works.
So the original trade is Pierce, Kirk, Dobbs.
Mhm.
Oh, Montgomery, Pierce, Kirk, Dobbs for Jones and Keenan.
Remember
And
standard.
then, oh, right, it's standard. Holy
Yeah.
shit! Yikes! That kind of lowers Keenan a little bit.
But it boosts Montgomery
Yeah.
and Watson.
Still, I still like Eckler. Yes, short answer. Fuck, I don't know. No, I don't think I like. I don't think I like the Barkley, Montgomery, and Watson trade.
Me neither.
You're only
Obviously-
starting. You're only starting 5 positions, so it's two running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end with a.
And obviously,
flex
we
of
see
6.
that Barkley, is that offense. So when he comes back,
Yeah, that's probably just too big of a trade for me. I would just do Barkley for Eckler straight up if you think Eckler's going to have a better rest of the season, which isn't crazy. But given that it's standard, a lot of Eckler's, look, Eckler's good in any format. Let's make that very clear.
Mhm.
He scores touchdowns, which is the most important stat. But in non-PPR, he isn't. There is a bit of a delineation between the two. So I'm not mad at you if you think, Eckler's going to have a better rest of the season, but I would probably just focus on that part. Just send Saquon for Eckler. It looks like Saquon's closer to playing than Eckler.
Yeah. Also, after that, when I have Cooper and Kirk and Pierce, maybe I could trade these 3 for like Swift. Yeah, I like also with getting Eckler too. Weren't you looking to trade for Keenan? So
Yeah, I would do the first trade. I would get Keenan and
Aaron
forgot who
Jones.
I would. That's fine. I'd probably just do that.
Hey, thanks for the sub. If you haven't already, smash that like and smash that subscribe, please, to help us help you. I countered back and sent Moss for AJ Brown. I love it.
Randy
Love
Moss.
it. Who are some other RBs and wide receivers I should try and acquire by selling high on Khalil Herbert?
I don't think you could sell high right now. It'll have to wait for next week if he has a
Mhm.
good game, which isn't a guarantee. Yeah, it's a little early to project something like that. Let's see how he does this week. I don't know. You'd have to take someone who's hurt or not playing well right now.
Henry better than Jones rest of the season.
That was a PPR league. Yeah, I'm trusting Derrick Henry over Aaron Jones at the moment. Aaron Jones's entire offensive line is hurt at the moment.
And they're not getting back their best player.
They do get the Raiders. But
and thanks, Patty. You the man.
hey,
Huh?
Hey,
What's up, Dylan? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Have a trade I'd like thoughts on giving up Justin Jefferson and Brian Robinson, getting CD, Kenneth Walker, and Mark Andrews. I'm 1-3 and feel like I need to make a move.
Wow. So if you're 1-3 and really, you're primarily upgrade at running back, and I'm assuming you get an upgrade
Tight
at tight end there. But it's a pretty big downgrade from Jefferson to CD. I mean, on balance, it's a pretty good trade. I mean, Kenneth Walker's been doing really well. But he's on a bye week, so I don't know how that helps you if you're 1-3. I would rather make that move after the bye week. I don't think that way you at least get play out of Robinson in a very plus matchup with the Bears.
Yeah.
And Jefferson has the Chiefs, which is another big plus. I would not make that move this week because you're going to lose a week in Kenneth Walker and you're 1-3. So clearly you can't afford to, you can't afford to not have a starter for the week if you're 1-3. So I don't think that helps you.
And it looks like, I mean, if you didn't offer this trade, it looks like they're trying to just capitalize on Kenneth Walker being out this week.
Yeah, that trade should be there next week. So I would bank on Brian Robinson having a very big day. And
Antonio Gibson.
Jefferson has Kansas City. I think that's a big smash spot.
Yeah. Yes. Well, let's see. Is it just me, or does the season feel like everything could flip upside down this week and next? I mean, this is the time that pretenders show their true colors. This is it.
Yeah, I mean, not really sure. I mean, I don't know about this week specifically, but
every week is a smash week for Jay Jettas. Skirt. Did you just fucking say Casey Pasty is smash, bruh?
Yeah, I mean, I think Minnesota is going to be chasing points, and I don't think Kansas City has anyone that can stop Jefferson. Trent McDuffie's a good player. He's really good. He ain't stopping Justin Jefferson. Did you just see what Zach Wilson did? Zach Wilson looked pretty good.
Like, yeah.
Fuck. We're never going to get rid of him now.
No.
No!
If all those get rejected, should I try Montgomery and Kirk for Swift and Ridley? And I wouldn't have to trade anyone on my bench. Would have an RB2, but still also my team would be all balanced.
No. Standard. And I think Montgomery is better than Swift. I think Ridley and Kirk are probably equivalents at the moment. Ray's out here just trying to make a trade.
Yeah, I respect it. I fucking respect it. Hey, guys, who is better, McLaurin or Ridley?
I'm going to go Terry. Yeah, I'm going to go Terry on that one.
Yeah. Let's see. We already.
Oh, I'd fucking. Sir.
Giving up Josh Jacobs and Terry McLaurin. I already have Pittman, Ridley, and JJ getting. Why doesn't it show the whole thing?
It does show the whole thing.
I can't. The fucking thing.
He's sending Jacobs and McLaurin gets Bijan. That's 100% a smash.
Yeah.
10
Oh my
10.
gosh. Like right now.
You just made Ben come.
It's twice. 3 times.
I wish I got a trade. I'd be like, yes, I need a new phone.
Yeah.
Smash. Fuck.
Yeah. Also was a Chubb owner here. I wouldn't be making any if he was still here because I would have Chubb and Barkley and Monty and Flex easy. Yeah, well, I mean, it was a good pick in standard, so
Yeah. GG's there. Sorry about that, bud. But I
think you'd be.
I wouldn't be like trying to give away Montgomery like that. I just have Montgomery valued differently. I think he's got a stable position. Also, just like we saw what a guy in that role is going to get. He's a touchdown threat on a weekly basis, independent of opponent. We just saw Jamal Williams just absolutely crush that role last year. And Montgomery's significantly better than Jamal Williams. So I think you have something there in Montgomery. If you want to move the other pieces, that's fine. I don't have any issue with that, especially in the format that you're in. But Montgomery is not someone that I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much of an upgrade Saquon is over David Montgomery right now.
Well, especially in standard. Yeah.
Like if you really look at what separates those two, it would probably be pass catching. Not that Montgomery doesn't pass catch, but what
And
part
I trust the offense to get down the field to the end zone. I trust the Lions more than the Giants to get down to the end zone, and touchdowns are huge in standard.
I would take Montgomery over Saquon Barkley right now, straight up. I don't know. What part of the Giants offense do you want?
Yeah. I like it. It's bold and I like it. I love it. All right. Well, without further ado, we may adieu you next Wednesday. So come on in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with extra fire trucks. And come hang out with us. Safe Spaces on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go talk about your fantasy woes and triumphs with 7 o'clock and the boys. And don't forget to like and subscribe for all your fantasy advice. So come with it next week. Good luck this week. And peace.
Yee.
Have a good day.
Give me that.